All right, folks, got here is a 2011 Honda CRV 2.4. We are taking the intake plenum out because if you're from the first video, we're trying to fix a little bit of a rough engine idle, and I'm going to point it out to a bad or broken hose or intake manifold. But we won't know until we take the manifold out. All right, so I'm going to show you how I got to this point to take that manifold plenum off. All right, it's not easy. It's a little rough to get there. All right, now I took the battery out now to get to the one bolt that's on the intake plenum. I'll explain that to you later, but for now, take the battery out along with the tray. That's what I recommend, but we'll get to that point. Anyway, once you get here from the very beginning, right, what you want to do is you want to take the clamp off on the intake hose here, take the clamp off that hose over there, take this little pipe that comes off over here. These got little Christmas tree clips that clip over here. Remove it, take your hose, put it out of the way. Okay, I disconnected that, but you don't have to. Take the 4 clips off the air cleaner lid, pick it up, throw it off to the side. Someplace where it's going to be safe. It's not going to fall and bop you in the head. All right. From there, I disconnected the hose off the valve cover. All right. This is the part that went to the air cleaner. So I'm going to put it off to the side. Over here, I disconnected the other hose that goes to the intake manifold. Take the clamps off, remove this hose, put it off to the side. This one here, I pulled this little clamp out, pulled the hose, I'm going to tuck it off to the side. These clamps are a pain in the butt. I don't know how they work, but either way, you got to separate them. 10mm bolt over here to the top of the throttle body. Hose this bracket on. Disconnect this plug over here by pushing that tab. Down over here, there's another 10mm bolt that holds this bracket. I did that, pulled that off to the side. The throttle body has 4 bolts. Disconnect that 4 bolts, separate it, put it off to the side. All right, I'm going to wedge it right here. All right, this harness, you could probably just put it off to the side if you want. All right, just move everything around. Tie it off to the side. On the bottom over here, there is a PCV hose to the PCV valve, which that thing's sticking out. Undo that clamp, pull the hose. Over here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is underneath this throttle body part. All right, so these 5 comes out pretty good. Definitely use some PB Blaster or WD-40 because they are rusty. Okay, you don't want to break them. And this thing is plastic, and that might be a reason why a lot of people sell these manifolds, because they break. All right, so I'm going to show you the other 2 bolts that are on the bottom of this manifold right here. All right, there's 2 bolts down there, and I'm going to show you the one on the bottom there. All right, I'll show you this little clip. All right, for that intake manifold, there's 2 bolts underneath. So you're going to have to get it from the bottom. Right here. Sprayed it with WD-40 right above that hose. You see it? The 2 rusty studs right there. That's a little bracket that holds the intake manifold. You have to get those. You can only get it from the bottom here. I tried from the top. All right. I have to go through here maybe, through this hole, and maybe a universal. All right. 12mm. All right. Let's get it. All right. So besides that bolt, those 2 bolts, which one is having a hard time coming off, I don't want to break the plastic intake manifold, so I took the bolt off the bracket. Okay, there's another bolt. You see it right there? It's that rusty one. That's the other bolt. It's underneath to the left of the throttle plate. Can't get it from here. Gonna have to use our fingers and try to fish it from from the top. All right, so that's the other one that's holding this intake on. So you think it's easy with just the bolts on top? Nope. It's a pain in the butt. All right, let's get it from the top. Here is that bolt that's underneath by the throttle body that's holding the last piece of the air intake out. I had to take the battery out. The battery, that little tray, all right, you got to get it from the bottom here. Okay, there's no room here because you got all this stuff here. So I used a 12mm short wrench. Little shorty wrench. I was able to get it between here, this air intake, and that transmission dipstick. And I pushed it in. I was able to grab it. Because by the time you do it from the outside here, you could have stripped the head, which is what I did here. But there's some teeth still left, all the way on the inside. See it? All the way inside. So you have to hold the wrench in while you crank it off. And it finally came off. All right, so that's the one that takes the last bolt off this intake plenum. And now the thing is loose. All right, let's continue. All right, so after you take those two bolts off that bracket, I only took one bolt off because it felt like the intake manifold was going to break. So I left the other one in there. What I did was I disconnected the bracket instead. All right, so this manifold should come out with that little L bracket. And then, like I said, in order to get that bolt, I got through this way. I was able to get that. So now we're going to wiggle it out. All right. Give it a little tap if you want with a little mallet or something like that. And this should wiggle out. Just got to play with it because remember, you got the bracket in the way, you got the holes in the way. All right. Once you wiggle it, it should be able to come out. Let's see what's holding it. All right, nothing's holding it really. Like I said, this is the bracket. I took it out with it because that bolt looked like it was gonna break in this piece. And if you break that piece, I don't know if you're gonna have a big vacuum leak or not. All right, because you break it and then you got to do it on manifold. All right, but the reason why we're doing this job is because of this. See that? This goes right into the intake. This is a major vacuum leak. This vacuum leak will give unrestricted air, unregistered air into the intake. Then that'll mess up your oxygen sensors going to your cat. All right, you got one oxygen sensor up here before the cat, then you got it after the cat. And once you have this extra air, quote and unquote, the computer's going to put extra gas in there and it's going to overload it to make up the compensation, you know, try to make it so it's 14.7, I think it is, whatever the ratio is. So it's going to mess up the computer. Car's going to run like crap, going to get bad gas mileage. And this is one of the reasons why we had air coming out of that valve cover too. All right, so like I said, this is the hose that goes to the PCV valve. That's why there was no good air coming out of there, because it was sucking out of here. Look at that hose. Sucked it in closed. I'm sure it's cracked open. Yes, it is, right there. You can see it. Looks like it's open over there. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Then I want to do reversal. We'll put everything back together. All right, new plenum gaskets. Like I said, I'm not going to touch that bolt because that looks like it's going to snap. So I'm going to put it back just the way it is. And look, I dropped the bolt. I found it. There it is. That was the one for the intake on that one. When I pulled it out, it's hard to get to, and it dropped right in. So that's good to get right there. There's your starter and everything. Yeah, this is not a job that's going to be in and out. But, hey, listen. Let's do it. I couldn't get that plug off over there. Couldn't figure out how to do it because you don't have much room. But I pulled it out of the way. Did a little bungee cord. I tied it out of the way, so we're good to go. All right. So I want to clean this up a little bit. Change this hose. I'm going to go to the store, see if I can get a hose. All right. Just the way it bends, I guess it's going to lean a little bit towards the engine block, and that's probably why it kind of melted. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to go to the store, see if I get this PCV hose. It's hard as a rock. All right. Then we go backwards. All right. Don't forget, you got to change the throttle body gasket over here because you disturbed it. And that's it. Everything's good. All right. Just put everything back in reverse, and we should be good. All right. Let's do it. All right. Here's that PCV hose I told you about. It's hitting the back underneath the intake plenum. There she is. There's your leak. There's your hole. There's your problem for the lean condition. Excessive air going into the intake messes up your cat converter because the oxygen sensor gets messed up, and you get codes for lean and you get codes for inefficient cat converter. But it's not the cat. Everybody likes to blame the cat. Always check for a vacuum leak, people. All right. Next video will show you how I got this off. Thanks for watching. Ciao. All right, so these are the parts I got for the car. Felpro. This is the Plenum intake gaskets. MS97057. This is the throttle body gasket. 6.557. This is a 5/16 gas hose. All right, with two little clamps. I put it in there nice and tight. Put it on that clamp. I want to put the intake on. All right, don't forget, always change that gasket because they're rubber. They get flattened and they will leak, and you don't want to do this job again. All right, and while you're here, you know, if you guys ever want to, there's the starter. Remember, it's got 243,000 miles. The alternator's over here. You got a bunch of other hoses that are over here that's old. Good time to start selling some other stuff if you want. If it's your own car, I would change it because you only want to go in here once. All right, but let's continue. We're gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna put new gaskets in. Put this intake back on. The throttle body back on, and connect all the hoses. All right, just put everything in reverse. That's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna throw this in there now. Put in all the bolts and that little funny bracket that goes to the engine. All right, and then secure the PCV valve over there. All right, let's do it. There you go. There the gaskets in there. I'm gonna pop the manifold in right now. All right, so there's the throttle body gasket. There's these little tiny brackets over here, if you notice. Okay, they hook onto these little tabs on the intake manifold, and those are the nuts for the bolts to go through. All right, they hook right there to the little tabs. All right, yeah, it's getting dark here now, so I'm just trying to finish the job. All right, so I'm going to put this here. Put the nuts through those little brackets. All right, because those things move. All right, so let's do that. All right, there you go. It's all together. Put a new PCV valve in there with a new hose. All right there. Put everything back together. Start it right up. Runs nice and smooth. No more shaking. But it still does this, so listen, I'm not a Honda person. Maybe it's normal. You hear it? Still has a little air coming out here. I don't know. All right, maybe because I don't remember the last time I ever opened a cap like that while I was running. Okay, it also explains why dipsticks have a little O-ring. Okay, BMWs have that too. It's a sealed system. That's why everything's all locked and tight, all the gaskets and everything. All right, that's it. On to the next thing. We're good to go, people. Thanks for watching.